Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios 2.0 on this 05.20.2026. Current time is 0606 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. This Wednesday morning, hump day it is. We're halfway through the week, working towards the weekend. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Rumble 2.0, saying good morning with a good cup of hot coffee in hand. And glad to be here. Glad to see you all that will be here. And also somebody that's also here. Good morning, Tina, our Jersey girls here. Good morning. Thank you for being here. And also those people that may be sitting back and just watching, and those people that are watching on the replay, and as well as those people listening on the audio that we repurpose over on Spotify for creators at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And we're over there on the audio too. So we're getting our day started here. And I'd be up 10 minutes early, but my Surface 3 is acting up. So I had to transfer or set up some tabs here on the main computer now that I, knock on wood, feel confident with Rumble 2.0. And I think it's just being real stubborn this morning. It's pretty old. It's not as old as this iPad Mini I'm doing, but I hope everybody's having a great start to their day. And I've been up for about an hour now, and getting things set up here. And I hope everybody had a good day and a good week so far. I have. Yesterday was sort of yesterday was lawn mowing day, and well, it didn't start Monday night. Let me go back to Monday. Monday, I had a chess game. I went down to my neighbor's house there down the side street, and he's down there on the. He sits right on the just right off the golf course, and we're in this gazebo playing on this beautiful chessboard. And I had the white pieces, and he beat me again, the same way he beat me last week at chess club. We have chess club today, so I got a chance of redemption this afternoon when we go down there to the local library. And what is it? So I lost, and then we're going to talk about a certain team that lost Monday night also. That wasn't good in sports. So it was still. I'm saying it's still a good start to the week as far as and whatnot. Then yesterday came, and I think after what happened yesterday, I guess I could have kicked um, the old saying, kick the dog. I wouldn't kick a dog, though. I wouldn't kick. I'd probably get all angry or upset and stuff. But I'm just looking at this, it amazed me. But I'm finishing mowing the lawn around the house, okay? That takes about, maybe about 40, 45 minutes, okay? To do the side, the front side towards the street, and then the front of the lawn, then the side and back, okay? And so I'm tooling around, and I'm coming down. I get the one right down over here on the side, and I turn around, and where the old bushes we had taken out, there's like a slight incline. So I'm circling around, and the tractor goes to just a little bit, and then maybe a 3 inch, and but I'm wondering, all of a sudden the top of the cover for the lawnmower engine just buckles up a little. So what the hell's going on there? So I stopped, and then all of a sudden, I looked down to the right. My right wheel had dropped off, and I'm going, "What the hell happened there?" So I shut the lawnmower down, and um, looking at it, and I pick up the wheel, and there's half of the bracket that attaches it. The wheel is attached to this long bracket under the front end. It's not really an axle. These wheels are on a little short axle, and that axle is attached to this bracket. Well, that bracket split right in half, and it's made of cast iron. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? So I got my lawnmower stuck over here, and I still have another half of the yards there to take care of, which is another 45 minutes to an hour of mowing. And I'm like, what the hell? I said, I can't fix this. I'm thinking, well, right away, I could have got really pissed. I said, it happened. shit happens, right? So yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying, oh my, and then I come in and the missus was host. She had a friend over that came up from Florida for the next couple months in the area, and so she was visiting. And oh, we don't want that yet. Um, so I'm I tell her, and I don't know. Were you upset?
Oh, you look on your face and you're like, we got a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you tell me, and I was like, oh, I heard the mower was shut off, but I figured maybe you got talking to somebody.
But in reality, there's no way I can move it and stuff. So we were able to move it from there to the garage later after I finished the rest of the lawn. I ended up getting my push mower out, so I'm push mowing a lot, and I'm putting a clock on it. Come to find out, it only takes like an extra 10 minutes to push mow it, and I save a shitload of gas. I did the whole thing over there on one tank, and I'm like, that's like a quarter of what the gas I use on the riding lawnmower. I didn't walk yesterday because you can see I got a haircut yesterday morning too. I got a
Heard that burger and fries, didn't you?
yeah. The missus, she went down to the local new eatery we go to and stuff like that, and to have lunch with her friend. And she said, "Do you want?" And I was resting in between. I would go out for 20 minutes. I came back and they were going down there, and I was drinking some water. And then she goes, "Do you want a bacon cheeseburger and fries and stuff to go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be nice." Right after I get done mowing, and we had a couple beer. I had a beer yet afterwards too, and so I ended up mowing the rest of the lawn. I got my walk in and then some. I put down for 23 minutes plus. Um, so but I got a hold of our lawnmower mechanic, I guess, the outfit that they're just outside of Wego here, and gave them a call, and they said, yeah, we can fix it. I said, well, we won't be able to come down. I said, I just want to get it up to the shop. It'll probably be 3 weeks. I already got a game plan. I'm going to be mowing probably the next 2 weeks with my push mower, and no, I'm going. I'm in the works of getting it fixed, Tina. They have to pick it up first. I can't fix it. It's beyond my capability. It's a broken cast. They got to replace the part, and just like I couldn't fix the deck. So this is the same guys that took care of my deck. They replaced my deck with a John Deere deck, and he said, "Well, we got to put John Deere parts." I said, "Well, whatever it costs, it can't be that much because I'm looking at the same part on Amazon. It was $60. So John Deere, $60 on Amazon. It's probably 125." And he says, he laughs. He says, "Yep, that's about it." It's like, well, whatever has to be done. But they're gonna. I have faith in it. I can wait. It's something you can't get fixed right away. Oh, so they're going to pick it up Thursday, and I'll be my one neighbor I play chess with. Though I was mowing the side area, going down the side street on this side of the house, and um, he stopped, and him and his wife were going. Him and his missus were going out to go hit some golf balls at the driving range. There's a golf course, but you got to drive a couple miles to get to a driving range. Um, but he says, "What are you doing, Rich?" I said, I'm mowing the rest of my lawn. But with a push mower, what happened to your riding lawnmower? I said, "Well," he says, "if it," and I said, "It broke." And I told him what happened, what I just told you guys. And he says, "Well, I have my lawnmower. You can use it." I said, "No, I'm going to push it with this because it looks like I was halfway through, or I was like, I would have been if I didn't talk to him, I would have been finished in like 20 minutes, and then I had another section that would have been another 15, so that would have been 35. Yeah, it'd be about 45 minutes, right?" And he goes, "You can use mine." I said, "No, I've got this squared away to where." And I told him, I said, "It's just like when we're playing chess. You're never defeated when you have a piece still on the board. And my piece, I still have a push mower that fully capable of doing it. And I'm finding out it's about the same time. The only difference is I'm walking, I'm getting exercise. Okay, I'm not straining myself. It's actually pretty nice and different. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. I'm looking forward to getting the riding lawnmower back, but it's a different change. and it's the same amount of time, but it's less gas. And the way prices are gas, I'd save a little bit on the gas, I guess. So, so yesterday, and then here we are Wednesday, and we've got we got our furnace guys coming in to check our furnace on the annual and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering what they may find. Knock on wood. I don't know. Shit happens though. You just got to put it in perspective, and you deal with it. So, but the other than that, the week is going pretty good. I think. Yeah, it's nice weather we had. We do have our air conditioners in. We've been running them for the last 2 days. It was very hot Tuesday. It was it was like 91, 92. And then yesterday it got quite warm, so we had them going. Right now we got a current temperature of 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And what is wrong with this Surface 3? Wow, something's going on here. Does not want to work. I don't know what's going on here. Let's try another reboot on it and stuff like that. Maybe not sure what's going on. Let's see. I'll restart it one more time. Um, so it's cool right now. 65 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 18 degrees Celsius as far as that goes. So and we got the windows open this morning. So, but we don't normally get 90-degree weather until it comes around June. So it was 9 months ago that we hit 90 degrees, and as far as that, and to get it right, well, it's right. We're in the last 2 weeks, so it's a little early as far as that goes, and whatnot. But I don't know. It's just we got we don't have the air conditioners upstairs. We got we got these two units that are on casters that we can move them around, and we have one in the back in our bedroom, and then one out here, and we got the fans going, so it was pretty comfortable and stuff like that. So um, let me see if I can do this again. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to plug this back in. So, um, but summer's here. You know, it's a clear sign that summer is here as far as that goes. And let's see. And let's get back to I'm just getting used to my tabs up here. I'm not used to seeing my tabs up here as far as that goes. So let's see. So 65, 18 for 65 Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius. We got cloudy today, periods of rain this morning. Really? Clear blue. There's some clouds up there. They don't look like rain clouds though. Blue sky out there though. The rain may be heavy at times. High 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain is 90%. 90%. Man, let's bring up the weather thing here. Let's see what the weather. Let's see what the WBNG Doppler looks like. That's what it looks like currently. So I don't know where we get unless the weather's coming in. Huh. Let me see a quick look on the Doppler here. Oh, it's out in Illinois, Indiana. So it'll be here probably. Let's see, what time is it due in? Oh, we got a short bit. It's going to be about the 9 this morning. So I might not be. I might have to ride the bicycle today. I think I will ride the bike though after the heating guys leave and stuff. I'm not going to go for a walk this morning. I did enough walking yesterday. So, yeah, we got some rain coming in right around 9 o'clock for a little bit there for about an hour and such. So, but the sun rose this morning at 5:41, which is about 39 minutes ago. It's currently 6:20 a.m. So sun rose this morning at 5:41 a.m. and they'll be setting at 8:25 p.m. I tell you, last night it was about not quarter to 10, and it was still you could still see the That's a cardinal that's out there right now. You can, if you can hear that, that's a cardinal. We got some cardinals out there. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a red cardinal sitting right on top of the bird feeder there. So, but last night at about 9:30, quarter to 10, it was still daylight out. I guess right after it was supposed to set. Let's see. What am I doing here? Yeah, let's bring that up. And let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak. Starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:21 a.m. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:21 a.m. currently at that location. Clear skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City at 5:21 a.m. Cloudy skies, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And then in New York City, the Concrete Jungle at 6:21 a.m. It's 6:21 a.m. here in upstate New York, southern tier of upstate New York. It is. Let's go ahead and put this away. My head is getting in the, it's being blocked. In New York City, it is sunny and clear, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in central New Jersey, where Tina is at, she's letting us know that it's going to be a high of 80 degrees. Okay. Low of 60 degrees in central New Jersey. And what did we have? We had a high of 73. So you're going to be a little warmer down there, Tina. And okay, let's see. Device. Let's put that device on. Let's see. I think I should still have my Bluetooth on. Okay, it's still on. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Let's go keep that there and do that. And let's bring up the Edge. I'll bring it up on Edge so I can watch it. We'll check out Edge. See if that's a difference. Maybe it's the browser because I've been having browser problems and stuff like that. As far as well, once I associate with the Rumble Studios 2.0 and stuff. Um, I wanted to game yesterday, but once I got the lawns done, it was right at lunchtime, and I had that burger. I just said, you know what? Um, uh, I ended up laying down. And I fiddled around at the computer and all that and stuff like that. So, what the hell is this on this Edge? Maybe it was doing an update. It could be. I never used Edge before, so I'm gonna just try it out here on this Surface 3. Start browsing. Come on, give me my browser. There's something going on there. I'm not sure what. Okay, let's see. Continuing with our world times and temperatures, we're going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to London, UK at 11:24 a.m. It is cloudy skies, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia, at 12:24 p.m. Sunny and clear, and it's manja lunchtime in Milan as far as that goes. And I'm going to shut this off. I can see the Twitch comments. I don't need to have Twitch up, but let me see. Let me bring up. I don't have Twitch on there, so yeah, that's the cardinal right there. You're hearing, or no, is that? No, that's a red winged blackbird. That one was a red winged blackbird right there. Okay, let's leave that there. Let's go here, and we'll bring up Twitch on the. No, we want this. Okay. Okay. Are we on the Twitch or is that the Rumble? I think that's the Rumble. Let me bring up the Twitch. Okay. Let's see. Do we got the? Where's the chat? Where's the chat in here? I never brought up the ready for chat. Okay. All right, so we're on 26. Okay, oh, that's different. Okay, stream. Not sure what that is all about. Okay, there we go. Okay, so but Manja 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 in Milan, as far as that goes. Lunchtime in Milan, beautiful city, 73 degrees, sunny and clear. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, we're skipping over there at 6:26 p.m. in their evening. It is 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Ooh, that's warm. Sunny and clear in Kuala Lumpur. Over the skies in Tokyo, Japan at 7:26 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy skies, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent, great country, and great friends and allies to the United States, Australia is at in Melbourne at 8:26 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit, and in Sydney, Australia, at 8:26 p.m. Also currently there in their evening. Clear skies in Sydney, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Their temperatures are a little bit cooler now in the evening compared to, but they're going into their. We're going into our summer. They're going into their. They're in their autumn right now, so they're going into their fall or their winter because they're in the southern hemisphere there as far as that goes. So those are our world times and temperatures. And let's see, our thought for the day comes from a gentleman who was uh, a short story writer and former United States ambassador to Spain back in the day. And that's Washington Irving, was an American short story writer, biographer, historian, diplomat of the 19th century. He's the one that wrote the short stories, the short story Rip Van Winkle and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Both appeared in his collections of the sketchbooks of uh, Gregory Jeremy. Well, his the short stories there. So let's go ahead and see what his quote and our thought for today. And here it goes as follows: little minds, are tamed and subdued by misfortune, but great minds. See, I'm not really great mind, but great minds raise above it. Okay, so little minds are tamed and subdued by misfortune. You know, they're always complaining or something like that, or um, uh, they have some excuse, or these are the ones that really get me. They think they're people that they try to be authentic and they're not. Those are people with little minds because they don't see the full scope of things. Because they're affected by something. And I'm going somewhere here for an example, and that's you look at all these people that have TDS. Just realize you have it and then move on. Okay, you know, but great minds rise above that. Okay, people, you know, it's like, okay, boom. I have to laugh at that now. These people that are so bent out of shape of any little thing that comes out that the current administration does and stuff like that. They have to nitpick it and they try to be authentic. And I'm like, please, I just, yeah, okay. So Washington Irving, little minds are tamed and subdued by misfortune, but great minds rise above. I'm going to try and be a great mind and rise above all the crap that these people that try to be authentic. It's 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 comical. I mean, it's very comical. Let's see. I don't need these anymore because I'm not using the the Surface 3. I got it shut down. I got to look at that later to see what's going on with that. I might have to clear out the cache or something like that. So there's our quote for the day from Washington Irving, and we thank him and we say God bless and Godspeed. And as far as that, well, no, let me back up his meaning. Let's see what was his meaning. The quote means that adversity breaks those who lack resilience, but it fuels the growth of strong, purposeful individuals. Rather than letting hardship stop them, great minds use obstacles as stepping stones to achieve wisdom and success. So these people that are all bent out of shape about President Trump and TDS, they have TDS and stuff like that. You would be, you would try and rise above it, like Senator Fetterman. You know, he still disagrees with the president, but he's not ragging on him like um, Hakeem Jeffries, who's a disgrace to the Congress, in my opinion. That's my opinion, folks. Okay, he wants America to lose and stuff like that. But and that's and well, we won't get into it. But so rather than letting hardships stop them, great minds use obstacles as stepping stones to rise above it, to be above that crap that's down there. So that's my take on it as well. And we appreciate Washington Irving. Thank you, sir. God bless and Godspeed. And yeah, I think that's a good one too. It just reminds us we have some petty people out there, Tina. I can be my petty, but then I got the missus that keeps me in check. She says, just get over it. And it's like, yeah, okay, I'll get over it. I won't forget it though. But anyway, let's see our national day today. Let's see what we got here. We have um, National Sugar Bee Apple Day, and it's got an R in the circle. Is that a registered apple? I don't know. National Emergency Service for Children Day. That's a good one. How about Explore More Ideas Day? That's always good. National Streaming Day. Well, we're streaming right now. With that, they're talking about going on Netflix and Hulu and all the Paramount Plus to watch the shows. National Rescue Dog Day. Well, I can't have a dog. Max is still in my heart, and um, when I was at the barber shop, they have a dog there. I was petting the dog there and stuff. It's an older dog, but it came over. Whenever there's a new customer or a customer comes into the store and sits down, he goes over to get a pets and then he lays down. He's literally like the welcoming guy. Um, how about this National Be a Millionaire Day? Yeah, maybe it's time to win a lot or buy a lottery ticket or a Mega Millions. Um, National Juice Slushy Day. Could have used those juice slushies on Tuesday. It was pretty hot. I'm going to go with this one because we got an event that's coming up at the beginning of June, and then that's the Strawberry Festival. So today, and to get ready for Strawberry Festival, you gotta go pick those strawberries and stuff. So today is National Pick Strawberry Day, and we got a truck go by. May 20th is National Pick Strawberry Day on for today, encouraging us to pick some strawberries. Always pick up a little bush, a little basket of them in the grocery store. Right about this time of year, they start coming into season, and during the summer, the missus will go shopping, and she'll get a little quart basket of them, stuff like that. So they're pretty good as far as that goes. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's go ahead and put that. Yeah, we'll keep that on that. So hashtag pick strawberry day. There's something special about the taste of a sun warm strawberry picked straight off the vine. Strawberries are fresh, best fresh, but also they also make delicious desserts. Strawberry shortcake, which is a big deal at the Strawberry Festival, or add them to the homemade yogurt and fresh jam. My grandmother out in Minnesota, I remember as a kid, we went out there and was it 1967? I think it was nine or eight or something like that, and uh, she had her own strawberry patch and she made her own homemade jam, and oh my god, that was good. That's all I had when I was out there for the 2 weeks when I wasn't at my uncle's farm. We stayed at my grandparents' house there, and she had I had fresh strawberry jam on toast for breakfast. Oh my god, that was so good. Let's see. However, strawberries also have other good qualities. Strawberries picking is usually between late April and through the summer, depending on what part of the United States you're from. When harvesting strawberries, you want to look for the bright red, firm ones and stuff like that. 5 strawberry facts. Strawberries they're a member of the rose family. Okay, I did not know that. There are about 200 seeds in one single strawberry, and strawberry plants have a crown at soil level, but their roots grow. below the soil. Okay. Strawberries are unique in that their seeds, which are tiny fruits called anchins, are on the outside. However, some of the other fruit, like raspberries, blackberries, also have seeds on the outside, but they're not. Um, weather, variety, weather, variety, and ripeness when harvest determines the flavor of the strawberry. So, and those are 5 facts about the strawberry. So, get the strawberries going here today, as far as that goes. You like lots of laugh on that one. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. And what else we got? That's about it, I guess. We moving right along here. What's the time? 37 minutes. It's just weird. I'm just you're seeing a little pauseness here. It's weird not having this Surface 3. And I'm going to turn it back on here. I'll just turn it on. I won't play around with it. I'll just have it on. Maybe I'll unbug it. Um, I don't know. Do I have? Did I update the? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let's see. What's next here? Oh, our 100 years ago. We'll go ahead and do 100 years ago. We're doing early as far as that goes, and you can hear the traffic. The windows are open and stuff like that. So and it's still 65. It's a nice, cool 65. I think there's a light breeze. No, as soon as I opened, it was cool. You could feel the cool air, so it felt nice as far as that goes. So let's see. Let's see. Currently, we have a total of 7 people. We have one person on Rumble, one person on Locals, 4 people on Twitch, and one person over there on the YouTube. So let's see. Let's go ahead and set up for 100 years ago. Okay, there it is. It came up again. Maybe I'll just let it sit there and warm up before I try using it again. Okay, let's go ahead and do 100 years ago with Roger Luther on Fox 40. No affiliation with Fox 40, but we do like to present 100 years ago here to see what it was like 100 years ago here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So let's go ahead and bring this up. And we transition there. We'll bring that up on the stage. There it is. And we'll see what happens. And this is as of May 18th, which was Monday, as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and maximize that and we'll give it a listen. Here we go.
100 years ago today, this is the anniversary of the last public hanging that took place in Binghamton. It was on this day, May 18th, back in 1871, that Edward Ruloff, Broome County's most notorious murderer, who shot and killed a man in a store on Court Street, was hanged at the courthouse square in Binghamton. Ruloff's body was buried in the old city cemetery on Eldred Street and later removed to Glenwood Cemetery. It was announced today that the famous Sparks Circus is coming to town next week. It'll be set up at Stowe Park, and this circus claims to have the largest collection of trained wild animals in the world. And finally, the Triple Cities Marbles Tournament is underway. In every school of Binghamton, Johnson City, and Endicott, the elimination contests are in full swing. That was the news, May 18th, 1926.
Wow, there was a public hanging in Bing. I did not know that. That's a big wow one right there, I think. Huh? Oh my lord, that is 100 years ago. As far as that goes, it's just like they had a public hanging. This is the anniversary of the last public hanging. It took place on May 18th back in 1871. Well, that was a little under, but 1871. Wow. It's a little less than 100 years, but even still, there was a hanging back in 1871. And then it was announced that the famous Sparks Circus is coming to town. Never heard of that. I went to Barnum and Bailey up there in the Boston Garden when I was stationed up at Hanscom. And then the marbles, we talked about the marbles tournament as far as that goes. And Tina says yes to the yeah that was a I don't know if that yes is for the hanging one, Tina, but it's like as soon as I heard Roger Luther say this, oh what? There was a hanging? Okay, you got a message, Tina. No problem. We'll be here. We'll be here. We're not going anywhere. So that was 100 years ago with Roger Luther, and let's see in other history as far as that goes. Let me bring that up. I forgot to bring those tabs up here on this thing. So let's go ahead and bring that up. Um, our history for May 20th, we had. Let's see. Levi Strauss received a U.S. patent for blue jeans with the copper rivets, and that's a unique thing for their Levi. Well, I think other jeans. Do I have them on my? No, I don't have them on mine. But the copper rivets was a trademark there for a while for Levi Strauss back in 1873. That was 2 years after the hanging. In 1932, Amelia Earhart began the world's first solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean by a female pilot, taking off in the Netherlands and landing the next day, or Newfoundland in Canada, and and next day, she landed in a pasture in Ireland. And let's see, let's go to the AP history. Let's see what they have to say on the history here. Let's see. We have clear that out. We have on this day in that was 1927. When did was that? Hang on, I gotta look at something here. Did I screw something up here? Let's see. Yeah, she began. That was it was 1932. But on this date, 5 years prior, this is on 1927 now. The actual first flight across the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, where is it? Where did it put it? Oh, let's see. Okay, what happened to my history here? Oh, there it is. In 1927, Charles Lindbergh took off of Roosevelt Field in Long Island, which is a supermarket parking lot now in New York, down in Long Island, aboard the Spirit of St. Louis for the historical first solo flight in France. And then Amelia Earhart did it 32 years later on the same date. And let's see, 1956, the United States um, exploded a first airborne hydrogen bomb in Bikini Atoll in the Pacific. And isn't that where SpongeBob lives? Bikini Atoll. And 1969, U.S. and South Vietnamese forces captured Ap Bay Mountain, referred to as Hamburger Hill by the Americans, following one of the bloodiest battles of the Vietnam War. That was a movie also. And that's it for history as far as that goes. In Major League Baseball, starting Monday, I locked up again. I have no idea what's going on with that. So let's just turn that off completely then. Turn that off. In baseball, starting Monday, let's see. Yankees won against the Blue Jays 7-6. That's a good game right there. And I believe the Mets are off Monday. Let's see, I don't want Stream Manager. Let me go ahead and. I'm just playing around here, guys. Let's okay. Let's see. Let's bring this up here. Let's see. We got that there. YouTube and okay, we'll leave it at that. Come, I can't. Oh, let me see. Let me go home first. Let's go home. Huh. Okay, just updating something on my. Okay, we go there. Okay, will that bring up the? Okay, there. I got the chat for. Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted. Okay, I wanted that one. Okay, let's see. The Mets, they did not play on Monday. Yes, they did. They beat the wow. They beat the Nationals 16-7. So, oh, go Mets, go. Yesterday for Tuesday, the Yankees again won against the Blue Jays 5-4, and the New York Mets, they lost to the Nationals 9-6. Okay, that's no problem. Today the let's see, looks like Yankees and Blue Jays again at 7:05 tonight, and looks like the Mets are off. And tomorrow, Yankees and Blue Jays, they got a 4 game stance here. There, that's good. And the Mets are playing the Nationals tomorrow at 4:05. So that's baseball. Now the one thing that happened Monday night, they had a game 7 in for the Buffalo Sabres and the Montreal Canadiens. The Canadiens ended up winning the game going into overtime. It was heart wrenching, and it's just like it's this watching this series is um, the most hockey I've watched so far in my lifetime, as far as that goes. So I was hoping the Buffalo Sabres would get, but they played good. They played good, but they just in overtime was 9 minutes in overtime, one simple shot, and the goalie. I don't know. The goalie was way up ahead of the in front of the goal. It should have been back a little bit, in my opinion. But I don't know jack about hockey and stuff. But I have to say that I thoroughly enjoyed watching. The missus was watching it too, so it was pretty exciting and stuff like that. I think I don't watch. I'm not watching basketball this season. I just don't. I don't have the stomach to watch basketball for some other reasons and stuff. It's just I'm not into the basketball, but the hockey I was. I might watch a couple games, see if the Carolina they play Carolina can beat up on Montreal and stuff like that. I'm not a Montreal Canadiens fan. They took a couple goals away in the series, so that's got me a little upset. Okay, so there's our hockey season's over with. Um, I won't be giving any scores for these games unless I watch the games and stuff. And UFL United Football League, they're getting ready. They just finished week 8, and oh, wait a minute, did they finish? Oh, they just finished week. No, let's see, week 15th. Was this the 15th? Week 8. Okay, yeah, they're just finishing week 8, so they got 2 more weeks of UFL. But last Friday, the Orlando Storm lost to the Dallas Renegades. It's only no, Orlando Storm beat the Dallas Renegades 31-24. And then Saturday, the first game at 12, DC Defenders lost to the Louisville Kings. Wow, Louisville Kings are coming on. And then the Saturday late afternoon game, the St. Louis Battlehawks, God, they lost to the Houston Gamblers 23-16. That's my team. And then Sunday, the Sunday game. Um, oh, we talked about these Monday, didn't we? Yeah, I think we did. Okay. I'm just repeating. Birmingham Stallions won against the Columbus Aviators. I'm just thinking, yeah, we did this on Monday's show. So week 9, we're going into week 9, and we'll give the schedule there on Friday. So I didn't really have to bring that up. On other football, and that's of the Manchester City Football Club over in Manchester in the Premier League over in England. I'm a Manchester City fan, and they played um, Bournemouth, and they tied 1-1. But that puts Manchester City, they're 5 points behind again, where they were 2 points behind. I think no, yeah, they were 2 points. You get if you win, you get 3 points in the points. And Ansel, who's in first place, has 82 points to Manchester City's 78. So I didn't watch that game yesterday, but um, at any rate, there's the football, the soccer scores. We call it soccer here in the United States. They call it football over there in the UK. So let's see. Let's go ahead and put that right there on the news. And we're at 52 minutes, 10 minutes to the top of the hour. And Tina, I know you're going to be taking off to go see Hal, so I'll say we're going to go for a break here. I still got a lot of coffee. I just have to touch it off, and we'll do the second half of going over the news programs there, or the web pages there from the various news outlets here on. Let's see, that's that one. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, on the various local news web pages and stuff, with which I have no affiliation with. So, um, let's see. We're going to go to this. Bring up that in the states, and we're going to go ahead and take a little break, and we'll be right back, as it says right down here, and we'll be listening to. We'll look at our our thing here. Let me go ahead and bring this up, and there we go. And we'll be right back as far as that goes. And you all have you just sort of sit back. It's like I'm ending the broad. No, we're going to be here for another hour, folks. So we'll see you later, Tina. If you come back, you come back and stuff. And for all you other folks that are watching, just hang loose, and we will be right back as far as that goes. So let me get this started here. All right, we're back, and good morning to Deplorable. Good to be seeing you here. Coming up on the Rumble, and good morning, everyone. Why does the show say Monday morning? Oh, does it? Say, oh, shoot! I forgot to put. Does it say Monday? I forgot to put Wednesday. Let's see. Oh, Tina didn't notice. Let's see what it. Let's see. Yeah, it does say Monday. I forgot to change it. I got the date right again. I usually let me change that. Thank you. You are very observant. That's a test. You passed the test. It's all right. Let me change that on the Rumble or the Twitch, and then let me change it on the Rumble side here as far as that goes. I can't do it on the YouTube side, but I'll change that. I think I got the. Did I post up the? Yeah, I posted it right on the on the social media feeds, and that's funny. What a bonehead I am. How you doing, Deplorable? Coming in from Bradford, Pennsylvania. Glad to see you here. And let's go ahead and edit. We can edit it on the. Yeah, that's. I've got a little notepad there. The computer notepad, and it's changed on there, but I changed the date, and I didn't manually change it in the Rumble or the Twitch there. So it's Wednesday. Okay, I changed it on the Rumble and Twitch. So thank you very much for that. We are corrected there, and as far as that goes. Oh, let me see. Refresh. Yeah, we're corrected on that. So good to see you there, Deplorable. Glad to have you here. Love the American flags. God bless America, as far as that goes. And let's see. So something is going on with that Surface 3. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see. I turn it off again here. We're playing around with this afternoon here. It's on the blink. It's on the blink. So let's go ahead and unplug that there like that. Okay, so we're on our second half of the broadcast here. I got my second cup of coffee, and as far as that goes, and no honey. I think I ate enough. The missus had some small cinnamon rolls and those Debbie cookies there yesterday for the guests and stuff like that. I ate a couple of those, and so then Farmer says, lots of laughs. I know we look. I know we look like, but I'm sure. Oh, Farmer coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia. I am so sorry. I just saw because you and Deplorable usually come up on the same color, so I wasn't focused in. I saw the flags and I've seen the D and I'm thinking Deplorable. So I'm sorry about that, Farmer. No, you don't look alike. I'm lots of laughs. It probably saying, "What the hell is Rich doing?" It's like I'm sure Deplorable's eating sausage somewhere. Yeah, he's eating sausage. He'll probably pop in here. How you doing there? Coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia, otherwise known as California East. You missed my. I guess I'm a little preoccupied because you missed at the beginning of the broadcast here. My lawnmower went down. The riding lawnmower, the John Deere, the front wheel bracket, which is cast iron, but I guess right in the middle there's this. I guess over the years it's bopping up and down. It broke, and my right wheel came off just as I was finishing the lawns around the house. Thank God. And then I ended up having to push mow the rest of the lawns and stuff, which didn't take that long. It took about the same amount of time and less gas. I was surprised. So, but I would go out for 20 minutes. I was out, it took me about 40 minutes It was like 20 minutes. Take a little 10-minute break. Go out for another 20 minutes, 10-minute break, and I had to finish. I had fun. I got all my walking in yesterday. And let's see, not to be. It's your next Monday. Yeah, you could say that. It's my next Monday. Exactly. I like that. And look who's here. We got Big Juice coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. And good to see you here. Um, what's that? Oh, what's that? I knew you had floor seats on the Cleveland Cavaliers and Knicks game last night. You guys got. I'm not watching basketball. You just told. I guess you with that statement, Big Juice. You just told me I didn't even know the Knicks won. I'm not watching basketball. Um, Basketball has gotten too. Well, I guess it was since was a few months back when the Chicago Bull player, the Bulls, they dropped him. There was no reason for dropping him, and there was no repercussions. I guess the NBA Association decided they didn't come in. He was just speaking his mind and stuff like that. So I don't watch basketball. It's and No, not strictly. No, I disagree. I watch hockey. I watched the Buffalo Sabres Montreal. That's more hockey I've watched in my lifetime, basically. The only hockey that I really watched was this last Winter Olympics, and then the Miracle on Ice back. What was that? Back in what was that in 1980? I think. No, 1979. No, it was the yeah, it was winter of '80. I watched the Miracle on Ice. I'm not just strictly an NFL. Basketball, to put it bluntly, basketball got woke, and I don't like that. It's like I almost was going to not watch NFL, but they changed their ways. The NBA is like that. I can't think of the player's name, but he was on the Chicago Bulls because of what he said his beliefs are and stuff like that, and it wasn't on the court. It was on his own time and stuff. And the Chicago Bulls says, "Oh no, that wasn't what it was." They didn't give a clear reason. But he's a really good player, and so let's see. So you never been to the Garden for a game before, Rich? It's the most famous. No, Boston Garden. I went to the first time my first basketball game was down in San Antonio when I was in basic training. The first weekend we were able to go out. There was a basketball game. It was the San Antonio Spurs against the Los Angeles Lakers, and we all were root for San Antonio. And but the most I've watched the Boston Celtics play in the old Boston Garden when Larry Bird. That's upstate in Madison Square Garden. It's Madison Square Garden. That's for those folks down in New York City. I'm not impressed with Madison Square Garden as far as that goes. So, but it's the most famous arena. It's an arena. I don't think it's a famous one. And let's see. No, sorry, let's laugh. Not the Garden in New York City, where that's what I was saying. I've been to the Boston Garden, but I've never been to Madison Square Garden. Okay, Madison Square Garden. It's a basketball arena. There's nothing famous about it. I know somebody who was down there. He says this is a while back. I don't think he's still alive anymore, but I used to work with him when I was at IBM. He used to work down there when he lived down in the city before he came upstate, and he worked for the city. And he says every time we had to do maintenance around the Madison Square Gardens, he'd lift up those grates there to do the maintenance work for the city. He said the rats were just infested around Madison Square Garden. So a lot of famous people go. Yeah, New York City guys. It's like they're not famous. They're just regular people. I could care less. It's like Jack. The only famous person that sits at courtside, he doesn't do it. It was in my book was Jack Nicholson. He loved his Lakers. Jack Nicholson is the one that started all that crap. Okay, God bless him. Jack is still with us, but he's not with the he's not in full capabilities, I guess, or whatever. But Jack Nicholson's the one that did that. They all focus on Jack Nicholson, so you got all these wannabes and stuff like that. So those people aren't famous. Jack Nicholson's the original. Okay, so let's get that on the record and get that straight. But good to have you here, Big Juice. And we're going to continue on with our second half here of the broadcast to get up our web pages here. Let me bring these up and stuff because I don't have my Surface 3. So let's go ahead and we're going to be looking at Fox 40, and we're going to be looking at WEBO here in their webpage, radio station Owego, WBNG, which is CBS, 99.1 The Whale, and WNBF. They're both the same radio stations, but they're two different web pages. And we're going to be looking at channel 34. Get that one up. And let's see, WENY out in Elmira, TV station, channel 18 out in Elmira. We'll look at their webpage. And as I say that, again, I have no affiliation. And I know the guys in the chat will be making fun of that, but that's fine. I can take that. Let's see, Weagle Penny Saver. I think it's the same article. Let's see. Yep, same article. Getting much rain? No. Let's see, Big Juice. Let me get back to the comments here. I see. Yeah, Jack. He was a diehard. Yeah, he's the one that started that sitting at courtside, and the press started. You know, the news, the sports guys, they would focus in on that and stuff like that. Are we getting much rain?
It's hit and miss. It's getting dark, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see this on the radar though.
Well,
that's coming in. We're supposed to get some rain about 9 o'clock. Let's see. Let's check the Doppler real quick here. Here's the Doppler.
We usually do get rain on Wednesdays.
Do we? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right. Here's a current Doppler for you there. I think you got rain out your way right now, Big Juice. Let's see. Let me bring this up. Hang on. Yeah, there's the current Doppler right there for the southern tier of New York. That's a radar. That's out of Binghamton. That's out of the Binghamton airport in Broome County. And I'm the next county over as far as that goes. So, matter of fact, there's Broome and Tioga. And there's Tioga right there. Yeah, we got some. Yeah, it looks like we got some green stuff. So I guess that is some generating some pop-ups. So, but that's the radar right there. And let's see. Oh, big truck going by. So we'll get a little wetness today, I guess you could say. Let me put this over here. This way I can drop that. And let's continue. Let me load the rest of these pages up here real quick. Got 92.5, the WKGB, the radio station in Binghamton. KISS 104, it's the same as WAAL and whatnot. I say the same thing here all the time, but then we got the Buffalo channels. Let's see, Buffalo Bills 2026 schedule ranking. Oh, we have to look at that one maybe. We got the hardest schedule, let's say. Oh, we'll check. Second hardest schedule in this. Okay, we'll have to give that a look. Then we've got WGR 550, the sports channel up there in Buffalo, and then did I say Spectrum News? Yeah, we got Spectrum News up, and we got 1440. So let's see what's that. Let's see what the briefs are. Anything on the brief? Which came first, Mo or the egg? We'll have to read that one. Okay. So let's start off with Fox 40 to see what we got for web pages. Oh, they got a Vestal. Well, that's only 17 seconds. That's not even worth it. New tenants come to Oakdale Commons. Is that a video? Yeah, let's go ahead and check out
Binghamton Rotary
Oakdale Commons and see what the latest is. We'll get
Binghamton Rotary Club hosts
that used to be the Oakdale Mall. Now it's the Oakdale Commons. So let's go ahead and bring this one up here. And we'll see what this one. There's the young lady, and we'll maximize it, and we'll give it a start.
Binghamton Rotary Club hosts a special presentation from Pyramid Brokerage Company about some of the updates coming to the Oakdale Commons. Pyramid Brokerage is excited to announce that there are new tenants coming to the Commons and celebrate the success of some of the existing tenants like Lord's Fitness Center and Dave & Buster's. Trish Grassi, a retail specialist with Pyramid Brokerage, says the recent and future plans for the Commons are a testament to the willingness of people to continue shopping at brick-and-mortar locations.
After COVID, there was a significant drop in retail where we can shop. People did go to online often, but still we want to go in and we want to see things and touch things and try on things. So now we have Oakdale Commons where we can do so.
So there they are. They got new tenants. I think the latest one is Marshalls. That's they're going to be. The original store is that's there when it was still a mall. They don't call it a mall anymore. It's J.C. Penney's, and but BJ's is up there. We used to be members of BJ's, and it's like, oh, we don't need to do that, and we don't go up there that much. I guess we will with the Chick-fil-A is out in the parking lot. The bank that they built the Chick-fil-A out there. Mm-hmm. That's in the
yeah.
They got their own building out.
Well, Marshalls. I don't know when Marshalls is going to be in there.
Yeah, you said your sister Marshalls. Yeah.
Yeah, I like checking out new stores. You never know.
And you like Penny's. We go up there and stuff like that. So, okay, so that's some, and it's being revitalized and stuff. Where most malls, they're dead. There's a lot more activity than it has been during COVID and before COVID, when just everybody does their shopping online and stuff like that.
Sadly.
Huh?
Sadly.
Yeah, sadly, but you get more bang for your buck then. Okay, let's see what else we have on Fox here for. I am not seeing anything. Okay, so that's that one. Let's go ahead and check WEBO. And we got a reported house that was. Oh, maybe we'll get something on. This is a read one, but this is on WEBO. Let me go ahead and get this one up. And let's see, bring that to the stage. And what we got is a Owego house fire here in Owego, destroyed by an apparent gas stove explosion. There's a picture of it. A home in Owego was destroyed by a gas stove explosion on Monday. Well, this was Monday morning. The incident occurred on Glen Mary Drive between Spalding Hill and Canatonk Creek Road. Multiple fire departments responded to the fire, which broke out following the explosion. No, one person was injured during the incident. No further information was on it. So that looks like, I don't know. It's not really a close-up of the building, but this is on WEBO, local radio station here in Owego, New York. And so that's interesting there as far as that goes. Let's see what else we have on WEBO, and that's it for that. Okay. WNBF. What do we got on WNBF? Let's see. Let's see. What's this one? We had some fires in Binghamton, according to WNBF. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Is this? This is in Binghamton, WNBF. Again, no affiliation with it. Let's see. Does this have a Bob Joseph? No. We'll just read it. It's a read one. But let me bring this one up. I got to first share that page instead of this page. So this is on WNBF News Radio 1290 on the AM and 92.1, 93.9 on the FM. So two fires damaged building on Binghamton's west side as far as that goes. So, Binghamton firefighters battled a pair of separate blazes on the city's west side Tuesday morning. The first fire broke out in a commercial and residential structure at 188 Main Street. A passerby spotted smoke coming from the building at Main and Florence Street around 7:20 a.m. Two businesses, the Yummy Market convenience store and the Caribbean Party World restaurants, are located on the first floor. There are a dozen apartments on the second and third floor of the wood frame structure. Ooh, that's not good. Wood frame structure burns quickly. Some of the residents had not evacuated the building by the time the first police and fire units arrived. No injuries were reported. That's a good thing. The fire damage appeared to have been confined to the basement and section of the first floor. The Red Cross was called to assist the 15 residents who were displaced by the fire. It's not known when the convenience store and restaurant might be able to resume operations. About an hour after the Main Street fire was reported, a blaze broke out at a single house short distance away. Okay, this is the second fire. The fire occurred at a residence at 3 Westmore Place. Some of the firefighters were at the Main Street scene, were sent to the second blaze in the house located across the street from the West End Armory. One firefighter sustained minor injuries when he fell through a roof. Ooh, that's not good. While working to ventilate the home, Mayor Jared Cram said the firefighter was evacuated and he appears to be okay. No more information and cause of the two fires was reported as far as that goes. So there's the Binghamton firefighters there with the rigs, and there they are on scene. That looks like it was at the store, the first one, and there's the fire scene for the second one, I believe. So, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to add that to the stage. And there's the picture right there from WNBF. That's the second fire. There's the first fire, and there's that's what I didn't bring it up on the stage here. Sorry about that. And let's see. Farmer says, did she say Oakdale Murdia Club? Because it sounded like she said no. She didn't. It's Marshalls. Marshalls is the store. She's in the background, so the distortion of the room there at Farmers. She Oh, the Oakdale. It used to be the Oakdale Mall, Mall. Now it's the Oakdale Commons. The Oakdale Murdy Club? No. Yeah, the new store is Marshalls, and then they had the BJ. That's a club, BJ's Club. We don't belong to that anymore. Murdia. No, she didn't say that. Just to clarify. Um, Let me see something here. What? Okay. No, the girl on the first video. Oh, I don't know. Oh, you're talking. Oh, okay. You're talking about the news person. Okay. Or no, there was a woman there. I don't know what they said. I wasn't paying attention. I just know it's the Oakdale. She didn't mention the store. The store that they didn't mention the store, but the store that's going in there is known as Marshalls. I don't know if they have Marshalls down there in the first 3 seconds. What's that? In the first 3 seconds, she said, "Well, let's see. See, let's check it out. Let me see if I can bring that up again. That was the one about let's see. I took off Fox. Let me bring Fox 40 back here again. So let's check it out. Let's see. Let's see. Fox. I can do that. Fox 40. Let's give it a listen again. Let's see. Let's see. Where is it? New business. New business. Oh, I just saw another one here on Fox 40. We'll have to go there. We'll check that one out first here. Let's see. Let me see if I can bring it up. Where is it? You know what? Hang on. I got another way of finding it. I'll go in the. Here we go. New tenants. Okay. Now they did say the Rotary Club, as far as that goes. What?
I don't know.
No, I thought they Farmer meant you. He meant the newscaster, or else the woman that's in this piece. So we're going to listen to it again. Okay, I found it. We're going to bring this back up. Let's bring this one back up here. There. We'll bring this one back up and give it a second listen here. Here, is it? Let's see. Is it up there? Okay, we'll give this one another. I think that let's give this another listen.
Binghamton Rotary Club hosts a special presentation from Pyramid Brokerage Company about some of the updates coming.
Oh, she said Rotary Club. The Rotary Club, not murdery. It's the Rotary Club. I'll play that again.
Binghamton Rotary Club hosts a
Rotary. That's what she said. She said it real quick. It's right at the beginning, so. Yeah, that's what it's a Rotary Club. That's I guess that's that club that they more or less facilitate the facility with new businesses and stuff like that. The networking between businesses and stuff and all that. So that clarifies it. But seeing we went back, there's something on Fox 40. And you know how I love the carousels. Let's go ahead and bring this one up because I love any article. This is about the carousels here in the Southern Tier. The season has kicked off. So we do have there's a couple we've seen articles where they're working on as far as that goes. But let me bring this one up, and we'll give this a listen. This is let's see, what did it say? Horace Mann students kick off carousel season in Binghamton. So I guess the students went to the carousel. So let's go ahead and give this a listen.
The music was playing and the carousel horses were spinning this morning at Recreation Park as Horace Mann Elementary students helped kick off another carousel season in Binghamton. Mayor Jared Cram joined students for the first official ride of the year, continuing a tradition that has welcomed children to the historic carousel for generations. The annual event signals the unofficial start of summer activities in the city's parks, with students getting an early chance to enjoy one of Binghamton's most recognizable attractions. For many of the students, the excitement came from the movement, music, and colorful animals that brought the carousel to life.
Because it goes around and they have music. It's because they have pictures and circles, and they let you, and it goes up and down, and that makes it like running, and it goes forward, up and forward, down.
The Rec Park Carousel is one of 6 historic carousels located throughout Broome County, all originally donated by George F. Johnson as a way for families to enjoy free entertainment together. City officials say traditions like the first carousel ride continue to connect younger generations with that local history while encouraging families to take advantage of activities available throughout the summer. Horace Mann teaching assistant Lynn Perry says the event also helps students become familiar with the opportunities they can return to once school is out.
It's nice that that the city brought the kids out here today to look at the carousel and get to ride it today because they will be here all summer. So it's letting them know that like these opportunities exist in the community for them to take part in the summer.
In Binghamton, Fox 40 News, I'm Jason Samsel.
Okay, so there's the carousel, and I love the carousel. It's just that's the joy of the carousel there. And George F. Johnson, God bless him, Godspeed, sir. He was a great person of the community here in the Southern Tier of upstate New York. And Farmer says, lots of still sound like an M and not an R. Well, this the third time I heard the R. You have to catch it right at the beginning, but I can see where you said no. Hey, maybe it's your Monday. Yeah, it could be, Farmer. That could be. Oh, but I love the carousels. And that's all what it's all about, to bring the kids there. I mean, my first experience on those carousels is when I was in grade school and we had a field trip up to Ross Park Zoo. And then one of those 6 carousels sits right outside the zoo. And that was the big, going to the zoo was fine, but we were all anxious to get on that carousel because it was free and still free. It's still free. So that's a good article there. Okay, so that is Fox 40. Let's go over here to WBNG and see what they have over here. We got a service announcement, or a public service announcement. We'll go ahead and this is a fire prevention related. Oh, we have Bob Brady.
Firefighters.
Yeah, Bob. Okay, this is on WBNG. And the gentleman that comes in here, Bob Brady, I worked with him at the day job. He's retired as well. A very good man. And let's give this one a listen as far as that goes. And this is about barbecue safety, which we're going to start barbecuing. So you got to be safe. I used to give a lot of briefings on fire prevention for barbecuing and stuff. So let's give this one a listen here and bring it up. Here we go.
Firefighters are hoping you'll take proper precautions when you fire up the grill this Memorial Day weekend. The president of the Broome County Firemen's Association says to keep your grills far away from anything that could start a fire. It should be at least 10 to 12 feet from trees or structures. If you do have a propane tank, take a close look at it before you start your grill.
Many times, because the grill has been dormant over the winter, you'll get spiders. Spiders like propane. I don't know what it is, but spiders will build little spider nest webs in a lot of the little tubes and things. The other thing is the brittleness of your hoses. Check your hoses to make sure your hoses aren't brittle when you hook it up to the propane tank.
Great advice. If you're using a charcoal grill, make sure to remove any old charcoal. New York State's burn ban recently expired, but firefighters want you to stay cautious as conditions are dry.
Okay, so there is the public service announcement. Grill and barbecue safety is paramount during the summer months. Make sure you check out your grill before you use it. And the gentleman there in the white shirt, that was Bob Brady. I know him personally. He's a great guy. He's an Endwell firefighter. He's part of the Broome County Firemen's Association and a very good man. And it was good seeing Bob there and stuff like that. He loves the fire department. He loves the fire department, and I get a chance to see him every once in a great while as far as that goes. Okay, let's see. What else do we got here on channel WBNG? Anything? Oh, we got the carousels. Let's bring the carousels back up again. Or no, we already saw that one. I'm sorry. We already saw that one. Okay. Or no, did we? No, that was on Fox. This one is on WBNG, so let's bring this one up. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this one up here. It's a second take on the carousel. So let's bring that to the stage, and we'll start it up right away.
The carousel capital of the world is officially turning the gears, and first graders at Horace Mann Elementary were the first ones to ride this season. This event is considered a tradition among the school and the city, which symbolizes the start of the summer season for Binghamton Parks. One teacher with Horace Mann Elementary says that not only does it help get the kids to enjoy some fun at places they might not be for the summer, but it helps open them up to the community.
Yeah, it's nice that that the city brought the kids out here today to look at the carousel and get to ride it today, because they will be here all summer. So it's letting them know that like these opportunities exist in the community for them to take part in the summer.
To add to the event, the kids were able to ride with the mayor of Binghamton. The kids also said that they loved it because it goes around and around, and it's, quote, like you're riding a horse.
There it is, the wonders of being a kid. You're riding a horse on the merry-go-round. So there's Oh, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring this up. There we go. And we remove that. There we go. All right. Let's see what we have here on. I love the carousel. I say that every time, and I'll continue to say that every time. It's is our cardinal back? I think that's the cardinal. Yep, that's the red cardinals out there. Jack is at the window watching it. And let's see. Oh, here's a video on the fire that I talked about. Oh, this has some pictures of it. So let's go ahead and
We begin today.
Let's see. We got Cruise Crowd Main Street to tackle morning fire at neighborhood market. This is the one that we talked about on WNBF, but this is an actual. They have
We begin today in Broome County.
They have video of the incident. So let's go ahead and bring this one up on the stage and give it a listen. Maximize that, and here we go.
We begin today in Broome County, where a fire has left the Yummy Market on Main Street slightly damaged. A 12 News crew arrived on a scene shortly after 7:30 this morning. Most of the damage happened inside the store, and there were no injuries from the blaze. One neighbor spoke to 12 News about what they saw prior to crews arriving to the scene.
When I came out, it was about 2 minutes after 7. There was black smoke coming from the basement, and then it started coming from the side of the building. And then all of a sudden the fire trucks showed up like 2 seconds later because they're right over there, which is good. Thank God.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation, so stick with 12 News as we learn more.
So seeing that it started, they said it started in the basement. It could be heat related, the furnace or something like that in the basement, as far as that goes. So, oh, let's see. It says remove. I want to take it off the stage, though. What the heck? Oh, okay. That does remove it off the stage. So there's that fire there. It didn't. The damage didn't look that, but there was probably more smoke than there was fire, as far as that goes. And let's see here. Let's see. Anything else on Channel 12 News? I think that's it. It's good seeing Bob Brady. He does those news bits for Endwell Fire Department in Broome County, as far as that goes. Let's see. WAAL, well, same as WN. Well, there's some music stuff on that. Let's see. Channel 34. No, not seeing anything on Channel 34. WENY out in Elmira. What do we have going on out there? Anything? No. Pretty slow news day out there, I guess. W8 or Channel 18. Same. Let me get rid of those then. Let's see. There's nothing on Penny Saver. WKGB. Let's see. NFL names host city for Super Bowl. What's that? 54 in 2030. Now, that's a couple years away. What do they? They don't say what city. Oh, Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, that's on being reported on 92.5 KGB. So Super Bowl. So that's like in it's 26. That's in 3 years though. Where's it gonna? I guess they have it already set for the next couple years. I don't know where the next one on, but the one in 2030 is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee, as far as that goes. So there's that. And let's see, Kiss 104. That's the same. Nothing going on there. It's same as WNBF. And let's see. Big Juice says on the. Oh, I've been to Knoxville before. Small little city. Okay. Well, Knoxville, Tennessee. They said the 2030 Super Bowl is going to be in Nashville, as far as that goes. But I've driven through Tennessee. Great, beautiful state. Back when we were coming back from McConnell Air Force Base, back here before going to Japan. It drove across. It's a beautiful state. Let's see. Spectrum News. We got anything there? And I'm not seeing anything on Spectrum News. Let's see. Up in Buffalo, Bills. Let's see. They got a tough schedule. They got something with their schedule. Yeah. Let's see. Let's bring this one up here. Let's see. Yeah, their schedule, I guess, is the second hardest one. Is what 106.5 Buffalo's number one new country is reporting. No affiliation with them. And let me bring this up to another web page here to see what that says. For members of the Bills Mafia who are dreaming of a Super Bowl win this upcoming season, and I'm one of them, you might have to hold down your expectation. The NFL officially released the 2026 schedule, and things do not look great for the Bills. Well, they never do. The website, there was a website recently put out their rankings of the hardest and easiest schedules on the upcoming season, and things don't look great for the Buffalo Bills. Based on the metrics, Buffalo's Bills have the second hardest schedule in the entire NFL. The only saving grace is that the hardest schedule in the league belongs to the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. The web pages uses 7 metrics measuring the ease of each NFL schedule. They are short weeks, strength schedules, travel miles, consecutive road games, cold weather, by placement, and opportunity. So, based on the 7 indicators, the Bills have one of the hardest schedules. Here is the rest of the NFL. New England Patriots have the 3rd hardest. Miami Dolphins have the 7th hardest. Jets have the easiest. They have the 24th hardest. As for the AFC, Chiefs, Bills, Patriots, and Chargers have 4 out of the 5 hardest schedules. The lone NFL in the top 5 was the Philadelphia Eagles. I guess they have a hard schedule. On the flip side, the Titans, Saints, and Bucks have the 3 easiest schedules, with Tennessee having the easiest schedule in the NFL. How do you think the Bills will do this season? I hope they do pretty good. Do you think do they win the AFC East and the AFC and Super? I think they're gonna rack the table. You can say that just before the season starts, and so that's on Country 106, and we'll see what happens with that, and and then. Oh, what do we have here back here? What'd you say? Nashville. Woo, they're going to be country playing in the Super Bowl. No, I think that Bunny Kai is going to come back for an encore. I did not watch that Super Bowl. I turned it off during the halftime. Then Nashville, yeah, that should be interesting. We'll get some country stars out there, get a little country going and stuff like that. So there we go. So that's on the 106. And let's see, the same articles on Power 93.5 WBLK up there in Buffalo. Kendrick consults doctors before electing not to have knee surgery. Okay, I guess you don't have to have surgery, don't take it. As far as that goes. Okay, we don't have nothing there. And I think we will end with this. And like I was saying, our last article, it says, what came first, the MOA, MOA, or the egg, which doesn't make sense. Colossal Biceratops says it has developed, Colossal Bioscience, I guess is a company, says they have developed a 3D artificial eggshell that significantly hatched 26 chickens, a step towards the company's efforts to revive existing species, like New Zealand's 12-foot tall flightless moe. Okay, it's like a bird. Which drove them to extinctions roughly 600 years ago. As the largest single cell in nature, an egg acts as a self-contained incubator system, protecting this sustaining a developed organism without a living wound. Natural eggshells are about zero point 0.4 millimeters thick and contain membranes and micro microscopic pores and allow embryos to breathe while keeping out bacteria. The company's version replicates the structure using a rigid shell and hexagonal silicon-based membrane, allowing embryos to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. The company, which previously drew attention for its work on the dire wolf, says the technology can eventually scale from chicken to, and one day the Mo, whose fully developed egg is roughly 80 times larger than a chicken egg, might become. So it looks like they're doing the Jurassic Park thing there as far as bringing back the dinosaurs and stuff. So um, let's see, Rich. I told you to leave them chickens alone. Okay. No, it's a company that came up with their own shell, I guess, and you put whatever DNA in the shell, and you can create your own creatures there and stuff. They did it with a dire wolf or something like that, or whatever and stuff. So I don't know. And there's deplorable. And I'm not going to mistake you for farmer like I mistook farmer for. No, he has a different color. His color is different on his name. Let me bring him up. There it is. Oh, you can't see the color. His is like a light green now. Good morning, Patriots. Good morning to you, deplorable. We're just finishing up the news here, and we're gonna have this broadcast. I'm gonna end this broadcast a little early because we got our heating guys coming in this morning a little after 8. So I want to be available for them as far as that goes. So, but good to have you here, deplorable, coming in from Bradford, Pennsylvania, and he has chickens. He has chickens. We're just talking about an egg. The company's developing an artificial egg that they can use to. Maybe we can get some cardinals out. The cardinal out there talking to me. But good to have you here, deplorable. Let's see. There's one last thing. There's something coming up later this evening. Let me bring it up here. We'll end with this. Let me. This is over on space.com. Okay, it's going to be live on space.com. Okay, so we'll catch that. And what we have is, let's see, where is it? Can we go with this one? Yeah, we'll go with this one. This is on right? No, we won't go with that one. We'll go with back with space.com. Okay, over on space.com. Let me bring this up. There's something that's happening tonight, and that is the launch of Starship number 12 with Starship number 39 and let me bring this up here on another page also. And what we have is you can see the Starship there. Let me bring that up a little bit. There's a Starship right there. You can watch it on YouTube, but I'm going to be live streaming this tonight, folks. At the landmark liftoff is scheduled tonight at 6:30 Eastern time. Oh, wait a minute, they moved it. The landmark liftoff is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, March 21st. So it's tomorrow. Okay, disregard that. Starship's new version 3 Starship, SpaceX's new version 3 Starship mega rocket will fly for the first time ever Thursday. It was Tuesday, then they switched it. So this is a current update, and you can watch it you can watch it because I'll be broadcasting it tomorrow. I'll be on at 6 o'clock, 30 minutes prior to launch. Starship version 3, the biggest and most powerful of the vehicles yet, is scheduled to debut Thursday with a suborbital test flight that lifts off from SpaceX Starbase site in South Texas. Launch will occur around night. It will occur during a 90-minute window that opens at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow, Texas time. So it's 6:30 Eastern Daylight Time. So in Texas, that's Central, will be 5:30 there, as far as that goes. So I'm getting excited about this as far as that goes. So we're going to be watching that, and you can watch it with me. Oh, okay. I forgot to bring it up on the stage. There it is. There's the article over on space.com. So I will be broadcasting this tomorrow, and I'll be on at 6 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be doing the audio podcast over on Spotify for creators, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, and as far as that goes, and let's see. I'm cold. Oh, I'm not cold. I'm cold because I was cold towards I don't know what you meant, because I called you Farmer. No, I called when Farmer came in earlier, deplorable. I called him deplorable. I get you two guys mixed up. And then Big Juice says, is that your shuttle, Rich? When are you playing? No, that's space. That's a Starship. That's the biggest rocket. And you got the Starship number 39 with booster number 19, creating the version 3 stack of the space flight. This is the 12th flight that they've had. It's a suborbital. So I enjoy getting on here, watching it. I got various feeds I bounce back and forth on. And I'm usually on for about an hour. And well, usually, sometimes it takes like 2 hours because the flight's going on. So I'll be broadcasting that tomorrow. And let's see, did I do this one as far as Farmer saying good morning to Deplorable, and then Deplorable saying good morning back? And let's see, I asked if you were cold because you got the heat. No, it's the oh, I'm sorry. Okay, that's more clarification. Deplorable. No, we got it's the annual inspection. They come in right around May each year. They clean it out. They get it all, and we don't have a heating problem. No, knock on wood. I got a lawnmower problem. You weren't here in the beginning. My lawnmower. Yeah, I think I told you the lawnmower. They're going to pick it up tomorrow on Thursday sometime, because the wheel bracket up front, it's cast iron. Well, mine snapped. I guess there was a stress factor, and it just was cracking it. I made this one turn, and the right wheel just fell off. That's because that half of the bracket that's attached to the front end, it just dropped. So I got to get that fixed tomorrow. So no problem with the heater, knock on wood. But we have a problem with the lawnmower. So I'm push mowing, so I'm getting some extra walking in as far as that goes. And it's actually fun. I used to do a lot of push mowing when I was a kid. Love mowing the lawn. Okay, let's see. That took us to 150. So we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast here, folks. I'm going to exit stage left and get the day going. And again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be broadcasting later, depending on how I feel as far as that goes. I might just take a nap because I did a lot of walking yesterday, which I feel great. Feel energized and stuff. But you never know. I might pop up, do some gaming streaming or something like that. But at any rate, we will be back here Friday for the Friday morning coffee. And in the meantime, tomorrow will be the the Fireman Rich audio podcast over on Spotify for creators, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. So we'll get that out of the way here, and let's see. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, who was here, coming in from Central New Jersey, and Farmer, who was here. Not Deplorable start out. Farmer was here, coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia, otherwise known as um, uh, California East. Thank you for being here, Farmer. Thank you very much for the flags on the post there. God bless America, and thank you. Big Juice was here from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Thank you, Big Juice. He's getting the Madison Square Garden mixed up with the Boston Garden. No, no, just kidding. Um, but you know, no, I'm not going to say anything about basketball. I can't say anything. I said I'm writing off the rest of the season and stuff like that. So, but thank you, Big Juice. Thank you for being here, my friend. You have a great day, Steve. And then coming in towards the end was Deplorable, who I did call Farmer, but I get you. I don't know. Your colors are different this time. Sometimes they're the same colors in the chat here, but thank you, Deplorable. Thank you for the flags on the Rumble poster. God bless America, as far as that goes, and Big Juice coming in with the emojis here as far as that goes. So appreciate that, Big Juice. And all you people that were watching, just sitting back, we were ending the broadcast. We got 10 people total. We got 5 people on Rumble. Rumble rocks. Love the Rumble, folks. We're using the 2.0 here for the Friday, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday broadcast. It's great, Rumble. Double thumbs up on it. Great. I love using it. We got 1 person over on locals, 2 people over on Twitch, and 2 people on YouTube. Thank you very much for your views. I greatly appreciate it. I also appreciate the replays. Thank you very much for the replays. They mean a lot, and they're very noticeable, especially the last couple coffee broadcasts as far as that goes. And yep, there we go. Exactly, Deplorable. Rumble rocks. Yes, we love Rumble. And as far as that goes. So I'm Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. You all have a great day today. And what do we have out there now? Last bird report. We got a bird report. Oh, they're crackles. A couple crackles are out there. They're a dime a dozen. And we'll work on that, Big Juice. Okay, I'll work on that. So let's see. And Deplorable saying goodbye, and everybody have a good safe day today as far as that goes. Thank you, Deplorable. And again, I'm Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, wishing you well. Let's see, where is that? Oh, here it is. Okay. Wishing you all well. You all have a great day today. We're halfway through the week, working towards the weekend, and you all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, and God bless. God bless you all, and God bless America. Ciao for now, alligators. Take care.